Hey, sports fans. This is Robert with WTP Sports Dudes. I just want to give you a little bit of information on Texas's second scrimmage that they had earlier today. The most serious thing about that scrimmage was Jake Majors, the starting center, who has started for the last 3 or 4 years at the center position, did not play in this scrimmage today. For precautionary reasons, they kept him out of this scrimmage, and he had a boot on his foot because he's probably suffered from some type of ankle sprain on that foot. So he was kept out of practice. But the great thing about that was they were able to get reps in with the first team with Hayden Connor and Connor Roberts, because you never know when your center's going to go down that you need another guy to come in and fill those shoes so that they can still be effective in that front five on that offensive line. So Hayden Connor got the first go, which means that Neto Ulamazulu had to go and play at that left guard position because Hayden Connor is the starting left guard. So since he had to move into center, they had to move Neto into that left guard position, and he did really, really well. So we're high on the fact that we know we got at least 7 to 8 guys that we can run out on those positions on the offensive line and still be effective. So also Connor Roberts got some run with the first team at that center position as well, which is great because that allows us to know that we can have at least a three deep at that position because we got other players that we can fill in whenever we got to take a guy from a position that he normally would be slotted for. So that was great. Another bit of news that came out of this second spring scrimmage was that the defense won the scrimmage, which is really good news for us Texas fans because we were concerned about our defense because we lost Byron Murphy and Tavondre Sweat on that defensive line, and then we also lost some cornerbacks as well in Terrence Brooks and Ryan Watts, who went to the NFL, and Terrence Brooks, who transferred to I think UNLV. So we were high on what will our defense be able to do after losing those guys. And with Coach Nansen coming in, he has given Coach PK some tools to use to help that defense, especially in the passing game, where we can run a one high safety, disguise some looks, and be able to confuse the quarterbacks and the offensive coordinators when they're doing their play calling. So we're high on what this defense is going to be able to do with these new wrinkles that Coach Nansen has brought to the Texas Longhorns. So we're excited about that. And our defensive line played really, really well in this scrimmage. Whenever you can control the line of scrimmage, you can control the game. And the defensive line was able to do that today and made some great plays. Now, that doesn't mean that the offense didn't make some plays as well, because they did. And another reason why they probably did as well was because all three of the scholarship running backs had on green jerseys. So you know, whenever somebody has on a green jersey, that means they are limited in how much contact you can put on them. So all three of the scholarship running backs had on green jerseys, which means you can't put no licks on them, and that's very, very smart of Coach Sarkeesian and the staff, understanding that, listen, we've already lost two key running backs already in fall camp. We don't want to lose a third and be down to two scholarship running backs. But even though we lost those two, we are still going to be solid at the running back position. Coach Tashard Choice has done an excellent job of recruiting at that position. In my opinion, he's the number one running back coach in the country. I mean, for a guy to be able to go all over the country and handpick the top running backs in the country, and they come to Texas, that tells you that this guy can really coach running backs, and he does a phenomenal job with the Texas Longhorns. So that's really all that I had to share about that. Oh, another thing was we were really excited that Matthew Golden, who did not have a good first scrimmage, had an outstanding second scrimmage. And the thing that I really love about that was, if you notice, Steve Sarkisian, whenever he has a player who has some sort of issues or don't do things the way he wants them to do, he don't abandon them. He don't throw them to the side. He comes back to them the very next opportunity that he gets to build their confidence. And that's what he did for Matthew Golden in this scrimmage, because he did not have a good first scrimmage. But this scrimmage, Sarkisian made a point to go to him early to get him rolling, and he did an excellent job of responding to what Steve Sarkisian wanted to see from him. So kudos to you, Matthew Golden, and stepping up and showing those coaches that you are a legit player for this team. Other than that, I'm glad that no one else was injured in this scrimmage. Everybody came out unscathed. And of course, Jake Majors was the only one who did not play in this scrimmage, but he was already injured or tweaked something on his ankle before we had the scrimmage today. So I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Please continue to subscribe. Please continue to share our videos. Please continue to hit the like button. That's how we grow our channel. Hopefully tomorrow we'll be able to have some guests on the show tomorrow so that we can put out some more content and interview some more people, local people that we know, that we grew up with, that we're really close to, that we love, so that we can continue to make content showing how much we love each other on this station, on this channel. So with no further delay, I want to thank you all for tuning in. Hook 'em.